Are Sigma males born or are they made? This is still an issue that many people disagree on. Although the origins of the features that define a Sigma male are still unknown, one thing is certain: regardless of how they came to be, all Sigma males have a shared set of difficulties that have shaped their distinct outlook on life. These early life difficulties have a big impact on shaping the traits that make individuals who they are as adults. In today's video, we delve into the early life experiences of Sigma males, uncovering 7 childhood struggles that every Sigma male faces. Number 1. The structure of society did not work in their favor. Young Sigma males are frequently born into a world that isn't quite compatible with their natural lifestyles and methods of surviving. Consider the educational system, which many Sigma males find to be a difficult environment. They often exhibit an innate aversion to inflexible social institutions and conventions from a young age. The conventional educational system is one such example. This reluctance stems from their particular style of digesting and comprehending the world around them, not from a lack of intelligence. Sigma males frequently have a cognitive style that deviates from the one-size-fits-all methodology that is common in many educational settings. Schools frequently don't support the creative and independent thinking of the Sigma male due to their emphasis on conformity, rote learning, and a standardized approach. Because of this, even if Sigma males have a keen interest and can understand difficult ideas, they might not be able to succeed in traditional academic settings or find motivation. This disagreement is more of a critique of an educational system that is unable to foster the development of varied minds than it is of their skills. Their experiences in these environments highlight the need for more flexible and varied teaching strategies that may take into account the special skills and viewpoints of people with disabilities like Sigma males. Number 2. Their curiosity was intense. Even in their early years, Sigma males have a deep-seated interest that drives them naturally. When they were younger, they were well known for their never-ending curiosity and desire to learn more about the world. Many of the questions that arose from this unrelenting pursuit of knowledge were unaddressed by the adults in their lives. Young Sigma males developed their research abilities at a young age as a result of having to rely on their resources due to the lack of suitable solutions. Their innate curiosity and quest for knowledge made them skilled investigators with the ability to come to their conclusions. Nonetheless, parents or guardians occasionally found this insatiable curiosity to be too much to handle. Adults may respond with frustration or impatience to the amount and complexity of questions asked by a young Sigma male, not because they are uninterested, but rather because of their insatiable curiosity. This early dynamic further enhanced the Sigma male's capacity for autonomous learning and strengthened their self-reliant attitude to world discovery by strengthening their inclination to seek information on their own. Number 3. They had to learn how to rely on themselves. Sigma males frequently experience failure at a young age, which teaches them an important yet challenging lesson about independence early in life. They come into circumstances that make them understand total dependence on other people, even their parents, can result in disappointments. These encounters educate kids that oftentimes, they are the only ones they can rely on. This knowledge stems from a clear-eyed appreciation of the unpredictability and imperfection that are inherent in human interactions rather than from cynicism. Sigma males absorb this knowledge as they mature, and it molds their outlook on life and interpersonal interactions. Because they experienced failure early on, it strengthened them and gave them a strong feeling of independence and self-sufficiency. This insight gives Sigma males a sense of empowerment and directs them to create a life in which they are the main designers of their fate. Being resilient in the face of adversity turns this into one of Sigma male's greatest assets. He ends up being his own best friend and a source of stability and strength. Number 4. They didn't have a normal family life. A large number of young Sigma males find themselves raised in situations that don't conform to the conventional definition of a typical household. Their background distinguishes them from many of their contemporaries, whether it is due to a dysfunctional home or an atmosphere devoid of traditional stability. For many Sigma males, this feeling of being unique and not fitting into a standard is a recurring theme throughout their lives. They experience being the outliers, the black sheep in a group of people with seemingly normal backgrounds, from a young age. They are forced to acquire resilience and independence at a young age due to their special place in their social contexts. They develop fortitude and self-reliance that is essential to their character as they learn to navigate and conquer obstacles that their classmates might not face. The Sigma male's perspective is shaped by this journey, which is characterized by internal struggles and the necessity to fend for oneself. As a result, they become people who are skilled at meeting life's challenges head-on. Despite their share of challenges, their non-traditional upbringing has given them the perseverance and resilience needed to survive in the face of life's challenges. Over time, Sigma males learn to embrace their identity as the lone wolf and transcend the sense of being the black sheep. Number 5. They were constantly aware of their uniqueness. Sigma males frequently have an instinctive feeling that they are unique or different from other people when they are young. Their acute observation and analysis of their peers and the social dynamics they observe are the source of this sensation. They pick up on nuances in conventions, relationships, and conduct that don't quite match their own beliefs and experiences. Being different is more than just a passing notion for them, it's a deep realization that they don't quite fit the pattern. This sense of disconnection is ingrained in their self-awareness. It's not only an observation. They seem to be tuned to a different frequency, one that is not quite compatible with their surroundings. It might be difficult to determine the precise cause of this detachment, despite their best attempts. It's a subtle sensation, a pervasive sense of being out of pace with their surroundings, albeit maybe not in a bad manner. This recognition of their individuality presents a challenge as well as an inspiration for Sigma males, guiding them on their quest to discover who they are and forge their life course. Number 6. They were underestimated and doubted. When they are younger, Sigma males often struggle with being undervalued and mistrusted, especially by peers and adults. They were often battling personal issues, and getting over these obstacles was their main priority. Their route throughout this era was more about survival and resiliency than it was about displaying their strengths, which made them appear wounded or broken to others. This error in judgment resulted from a failure to comprehend their distinct growth and development process. When they were younger, Sigma males were still figuring out who they were and how to fit in with the complicated people around them. Their actual potential was hidden from everyone around them like a slow-burning fuse. The extent of their potential didn't become apparent until they reached adulthood and started to use their natural talents. They began to ascend to glory as they grew older, shocking people who had previously dismissed them. The Sigma males' perseverance and resilience are demonstrated by their path from being misinterpreted and undervalued to attaining their full potential. Their development frequently acts as a wake-up call for people who were blind to their potential early on, revealing the strength and depth of character that was always there but had not yet been acknowledged. Number 7. Non-traditional routes in childhood are more difficult than those in adulthood. Sigma males are naturally inclined to choose the less traveled route, accepting their uniqueness in a society when following the crowd is frequently the standard. They choose paths that are in line with who they are as they make their way through the convoluted world of youth. Being different is not an easy task, even in the early years, despite the difficulties this presents. Adolescents have an innate need for approval, and breaking from the crowd can lead to negative feedback and judgment from their peers. This implies that young Sigma males must deal with mistrust, misunderstanding, and even open hostility because of their unconventional perspectives and decisions. Despite the tremendous pressure to fit in during these formative years, Sigma males learn to distance themselves from other people's opinions, often through painful experiences. For any young individual, building this resilience against social pressure and societal criticism is a big task. It is a crucial phase in the trip for male Sigma males, setting the groundwork for their eventual independence and confidence. A difficult but essential part of growing up as a Sigma male is learning early on to value own honesty over outside affirmation. Do you agree with the points made in this video? Let me know in the comments. For more videos on Sigma males, check out some other videos on this channel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the video and subscribe for more. We upload multiple times per week. Click here to watch our next video on your screen.